Or how did you
My
get
mom
into
played
music?
piano, yeah, you know, it's funny, I don't really remember. But the only thing I remember from TV at all are the shows like the Glenn Campbell Show and Johnny Cash. Those guys were my heroes. Yeah, Hee Haw, Roy Clark, Buck Owens, man, those guys were awesome. I remember from being a very young age. I mean, like really young, toddler age. I can remember watching those. And but my mom played piano, and I started playing guitar. We had a guitar instructor in our little hometown when I was 9, and just played all through school. But actually, from high school on, I was more interested in. Well, I played in jazz bands and stuff like that, guitar all the time. Well, bass, some, a little bit of drums. But was more interested in classical music, classical singing, and orchestral types of things, and got playing classical guitar and stuff. But I always liked. I really felt that was a little bit of a not indigenous somehow.
But your first instrument is guitar.
Kazoo.
His second instrument is guitar.
My second instrument is guitar.
Okay. How about you, Kurt? When you were growing up?
I taught myself to play drums when I was about 22, and fell in with some. I got lucky and fell in with some good bands, and had a recording contract. This is all in Southern California, where I grew up, and did a lot of touring, and then moved to Iowa because I was kind of sick of Southern California, and I've been here for 20 years. I love it here.
A lot of people who are sick of Southern California move to Iowa.
I think so.
It's the California of the U.S.
Right. Sort of like, instead of Southern California, it's like Southern Minnesota.
California is like its own.
Yeah. So anyway, we just decided that this would be a good thing to do because we love this music. And my background is I just self-taught drummer.
What did you listen to when you were growing up?
I was a rocker. I've been a rocker forever. When I was growing up, being the old man in the band, I was a big fan of, as far as drummers go, Ringo is one of the most underrated drummers ever. Charlie Watts, the Stones, is one of the most underrated drummers ever.
You can see he affiliates with underrated drummers.
Right, the bar's only set so high. I was a big fan of Bev Bevan, who was the drummer for ELO, and the band before that, The Move. Yeah, so I mean, I've been a rocker the whole time, and it's nothing wide-ranging.
Okay. Jay, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, my dad played in bands when I was a kid. He played in the original kind of new wave band in the 80s called the Neoterics. And so I grew up listening to that kind of stuff, a lot of new wave, post-punk, whatever you want to call it. And I started playing guitar when I was maybe junior high. Played in various bands in high school and college. Fell in with these guys somehow. So. But I've always loved rockabilly music. I think it came from the Stray Cats. My dad listened to that stuff. I'm a big Brian Setzer fan, so yeah, that's kind of where I got my rockabilly influence.